Let's bring in Shopify's president, Harley Finkelstein. Harley, happy Thanksgiving. Great to have you. Happy Black Friday.
Thanks, Carl. Thank you, Carl. It's like the Super Bowl around here right now. So thanks so much for having me today.
I'm sure it's all hands on deck.
It is.
Given what the color that we've gotten from retailers in the last couple of weeks, just characterize how you think this season will be.
Yeah, first of all, I'd say what I will say is that you can actually see right now, anyone watching, anyone in the studio can see global commerce happening right now in real time across the world. If you just go to datastories.shopify.com, we're actually projecting, we're showing you everything that is happening across the Shopify platform. A couple things that we are seeing right now. First of all, it seems like this Black Friday and Cyber Monday season is less frantic. We are seeing less supply chain issues. We're seeing more physical stores open, of course, but there also is better capacity planning. And so it seems to be a more stable Black Friday than last year. Last year, we saw about 47 million shoppers buy from Shopify stores. Total sales across the 4-day weekend was about $6.3 billion. And at peak, we saw $3.1 million per minute on Black Friday. So here's what we're seeing right now. And again, this is still very early. It's not even 11:30 yet Eastern Standard Time. We're seeing right now 2.6 million sales happen every minute on Shopify, and about 23,000 orders happen every single minute. So there's a lot going on here. And average cart price is up to $109. But peak sales, I think, was last night so far at midnight. So people are eager to really start shopping this year.
That's interesting. I'm looking at categories, too. Tell me if this has changed, but apparel and accessories lead, health and beauty follow, home and garden, food and beverage, and then electronics and media. Is that historically low in the ranking?
Well, I mean, first of all, it's not necessarily that electronics are low, which is relative to apparel, health and beauty, and home and garden. It ranks lower than the rest. But we dug into some top U.S. trending products right now across what we call the Shopify Shopping Index. And 3 out of the 4 trending products are actually health and beauty. Beach Waver, curling iron, Merit Beauty, makeup concealer, and then Pat McGrath lipstick. The 4th one is Our Place. It's the multi-purpose cooking pan called the Always Pan. So we're seeing a lot of stuff right now around getting out of the house, going out. Obviously, health and wellness and beauty are in that category, but also things that you do in the house as well. The big trend, though, Carl, is that shoppers are really being more intentional now. They're really voting with their wallets, and they're looking for the highest quality for the best value. If you think about the stuff that like all consumers want good value, but now it looks like they're buying from the brands they love the most. I can tell you from my own buying right now, I'm buying from Viore, Ruggable, Bombas, Monos, Vessi Shoes, Skims. So we do want to buy from the brands we like the most, but we also are looking for discounts from those brands as opposed to kind of buying from a bunch of other random brands.
Harley, good to see you. I'm definitely getting targeted by some of those brands on social media. You mentioned in your note here this idea of shifting from quantity into quality. Talk to us a little bit about that. If you say it's about quality, does that mean people are buying less overall? They're spending less overall, but are spending on sort of fewer, better things? How does that playing out?
Yeah, I mean, this is sort of the effect of inflation, I think, right? There's a lot of factors that could affect consumer behavior and purchase decisions. You have inflation, you have interest rates, geopolitical tensions, of course, but we've all seen a lot of positives. Earlier this week, actually, on your show, I think Carl talked about the consumer sentiment index being higher than expected. I think it was 56.8 versus 54.9. So it's even higher than we thought it would be. But one of those trends of inflation is that shoppers are really being more intentional. So rather than buying 10 or 15 products from stores and brands they might like, they're really focused on those brands they really, really love. And we're seeing that across Shopify. And we're fortunate most of the brands that merchants love are on Shopify.
Well, yeah, but so Harley, I guess a question here is how are you making sure, or how are these brands making sure that they're connecting with their consumers? Is this about sort of the investment that brands have been making year round to build up that direct-to-consumer relationship, or are they investing in a lot in social media? What's working right now to drive those purchases?
Yeah, I mean, I heard your commentary earlier, and I think you were dead right about it, which is that right now, the future of retail, and actually the current state of retail, is retail everywhere. I've often said that, you hear omni-channel or multi-channel talked about a lot right now. I've often said that in the next year or so, that it's going to be like talking about the color TV. You're not going to say every TV is by default color TV. So actually, what we saw in the last couple of months in preparation for this season is that brands are opening up online brands opening up physical stores, online brands or physical brands selling across social media platforms.